This coming April 8th, we will be asking voters to consider a zero rate change bond issue that, if passed, will complete the second phase of the rebuilding of Platte County High School, creating a consolidated high school building with all classrooms and programs under one roof. We will also construct site amenities at Platte Purchase Middle School Activities Complex, construct a new playground at Pathfinder Elementary School, and expand parking and improve traffic flow and safety at Compass Elementary. These projects were identified by our Long-Range Facility Plan Committee for the purpose of proactively responding to growth, along with addressing the quality and safety of our school facilities. Our current tax levy will remain unchanged if voters approve the bond issue on April 8th.
The incoming freshman class this year was over 400, which is the first time that we've seen that.
We continue to look at the growth and how we can expand upon our town and our community.
Pathfinder Elementary and Berry Elementary are neighboring schools. Currently, Pathfinder Elementary, they utilize the existing playground at Pathfinder Elementary, while Berry Elementary students, they do travel to the YMCA Challenger fields. We do have students traveling every day across 87th Terrace for their recess.
So we've added a safety monitor and a district safety officer to Berry and Pathfinder. So we have supervision when Berry utilizes the YMCA Challenger field for security.
We were able to bring in our architects along with our student focus groups, some staff members, to really get their ideas and their design that they wanted for this playground. Once we complete Pathfinder Elementary playground, we'll start doing some improvements to the existing playground at Pathfinder Elementary that will become Berry Elementary's playground. Compass Elementary, for arrival and dismissal, the traffic pattern does stretch out onto Kentucky Avenue. Also, the current parking that we have for large-scale events at Compass Elementary, just not enough parking spots. We're going to be able to add 84 parking stalls. Platte Purchase Middle School opened up in August of 2023. With the opening of Platte Purchase, we were able to build a field turf complex and also a track. Students from Platte City Middle School, along with Platte Purchase Middle Schools, are able to practice at the Platte Purchase complex. Recently, we've been able to add some bleachers. We're able to host some of our middle school football games at this complex. Currently, we just have portable restrooms. We'll have permanent restrooms that we'll be able to offer our community, along with have a concession stand.
The school district engaged a group of architects and engineers and community members and staff to really evaluate Platte County High School. We identified the condition of the existing facility. We also talked about the facility's ability to support our educational programs, and the recommendation was made to rebuild rather than renovate from a financial and economic perspective, as well as an educational perspective.
You can kind of see where this current building has had add on here, add on there, add on there.
Water leaks in the hallway when it rains.
Right now, our students are traveling a long distance from one classroom to the next or one building to the next. We would minimize our footprint
without having, breezeways or any access to outside, and that everyone can stay contained in one building safely.
Phase 2 of Platte County High School rebuild is a continuation of PCHS Phase 1, which was completed in 2022.
You can see students collaborating.
The openness, a lot more traffic flow and areas that students can go and collaborate with each other.
We've taken into account our lessons from Phase 1 and will replicate the collaborative classroom spaces in the new classroom wings of Phase 2.
Phase 2 involves the remaining construction of the classroom wings and administrative areas. It includes specialized spaces such as the Media Center, as well as classrooms for family and consumer sciences, marketing, business, engineering, and journalism.
Additional standard classrooms will also be built. 50 total classroom spaces are part of this phase.
The project also includes a new performing arts wing situated near Wilson Auditorium, with expanded art, band, and vocal rooms, a new black box theater, and more public-facing entry to the auditorium.
The fine arts programs have continued to grow.
The Fine Arts Wing is going to be one of those areas that is going to be very unique.
That includes a black box, which is a smaller theater, but also a classroom space where students can really dive in.
With the completion of this phase, all classrooms and programs will be under one roof.
So we would have more secured entryways.
Right now, when our students travel during passing period, they're going between 3 buildings.
The plans I've seen for the journalism department, very centrally located to the rest of the building, which will make it easier for my students to go out and collect interviews.
In the new part of Phase 2, we would have 4 full science labs with the classrooms built into them to learn about science and do science.
The April 8, 2025 question is presented to voters with zero change to the district's current tax rate. The bond issue is about constructing, rebuilding, and equipping new and existing school facilities and infrastructure. Please vote on April 8th.